Good day. And thank you for tuning in to this episode. It's about the evolving employer-employee relationships. It's the first of 7 in this series. In other episodes, we'll identify 15 unwelcome employee behaviors, and then 13 chilling expectations, plus 31 distressing worries. Here's the reality. Employees are the biggest risk when buying a business. Employees are also an actual or latent risk for their employers. And that's why it's smart to pay attention to the evolving employer-employee relationships, and especially the value enhancers and diminishers. You see, if we don't do that, unsatisfied employees can turn your dream into a living nightmare. I'm Ted Leverette, broadcasting from partneroncall.com. I'm the original business buyer advocate. For more than 30 years, I've been training and guiding people worldwide who buy small and mid-sized businesses. I'm not a broker, never have been. I don't sell businesses or represent sellers. You can learn more about how the savviest searchers and buyers achieve done deals by reading both of my books, How to Prepare Yourself and Find the Right Business to Buy, and How to Buy the Right Business the Right Way. You can get them on Amazon. Before we consider the why and how employees are the biggest risk for owners and for buyers of businesses, let's get this out of the way. Business acquirers are actually buying employee talent and cash flow. Their talent and commitment may be the biggest enhancer or diminisher of cash flow. And the kind or size of company does not matter. More than ever, buyers, sellers, lenders have to look to the cash flow, not yesterday's, but what's coming. Cash flow diminishes when employees can't or won't generate it. Too many business buyers don't discover what they actually bought until after they complete their transaction, and it's not good news. It's why there are so many dumb deals and buyer remorse. That's why first we evaluate the employees, and then we examine the cash flow. What we don't do up front is go deeply into the financials, because the financials are historical and the future is imaginary. So the financial statements might have little to do with what's ahead. Think of it like this: employee talent fuels cash flow. Okay, the reality, too many business buyers are blindsided by the seller's employees after they take over the business, of course. If you're trying to buy a business, begin by interviewing key employees. Go to YouTube, go to my YouTube channel and watch my video. Here's what savvy buyers detect from employees of companies for sale. Here's what savvy buyers detect from employees of companies for sale on YouTube. So here's a tip for buyers. Don't let the seller's problems become yours. Buyer beware and be aware. So what is employee risk? Well, put simply, employee risk covers all the things that employees do, whether intended or not, and which damage the company. Employees can be the most valuable or costly assets. You see, employees walk out the door every day to go home, and they may not come back. Or they may come back, but behaving less productivity or demanding more. The risk and the costs are going to rise, and partly to recruit and better compensate employees. And so what that means is if you want to buy a business, it's a good idea to discount projected profit. Savvy buyers adjust the risk multiple to arrive at their offering prices. Okay, let's begin at the beginning. The evolving employer-employee relationships. Within those relationships are the whys for employees being the biggest risk. In this episode, I'm establishing the foundation and framework. The other episodes will provide the evidence and solutions. You're going to get more than 100 free resources, so please learn from all 7 of my presentations. So what do we mean by the evolving employer-employee relationship? The reality is this: employees fuel cash flow. Cash flow pays expenses, sustains employment, and creates profit. Or it doesn't. Keep in mind, most buyers of small and mid-sized businesses, at least to some degree, regret the deal they made. And it doesn't have to be that way. Here's the bottom line. Good relationships are beneficial for everyone. So let's cut to the chase. Here are a few risks. Perhaps the most obvious ones. Later, we'll delve into other more dangerous risks. Employees have a huge impact on the health and security of themselves and their employers. And what about reputations? Theirs and their employers, and the risks associated with M&A, buying a business. And what about the competition? What about employee retention and turnover, recruitment and training? What's the availability of the pools of labor? Hey, it's 2023. Pay attention to what you're seeing: employee compensation, layoffs, terminations. Good idea. Assess the customers and suppliers, because what's happening to them will impact your company. What if you don't know enough about the company's employees before you buy it? You're fired. That may have worked for Trump's TV show, but here's what layoffs and terminations can do: diminish employee morale, lawsuits, disclosure of trade secrets, erosion of the company's brand, and lots more. I'm going to elaborate on the adverse and lasting effects later, but for now, don't forget the availability and the costs of turnover, recruitment, and training. Replacing employees can cost 1/2 to twice the departing worker's salary. Ouch! Don't worry, during my presentation on this topic, we're going to cover some good news and how to avoid problems. We'll look at what's ahead and what we can avoid or seek. For now, however, let's see what the HR experts are saying about last year, 2022. Well, as the economic situation shifted, employers had to change course. And according to HR Brew, employees expected flexibility. Employers had other ideas. The Great Resignation wasn't just a catchy phrase. Companies were and are a mess. HR cleanup crews are busy. Okay, look, and I'm talking to you, the employees and the employers, so stay tuned. What's ahead? Well, you're going to expand your perceptions in my 7 episodes. This one had to do with the employer relationships. We have one on the availability and costs of employees, another one on problematic behaviors, another one on problematic expectations, another one on the employee worries. And then what's ahead? And the final episode is solutions for employees and employers. Stay tuned. That, my friends, is the tip of the iceberg, the most obvious disruptors. I'm going to share a lot more. It's the rest of the story, the good, the bad, the ugly, and how you can handle it. In this presentation, I've brought to you the surface ideas, the things that we easily see, what you're up against, and a little bit of what to do about it. Don't let our communication end with this conversation. Let's privately Zoom if you want to focus and get better results. You can email me from my website, partneroncall.com. Plus, I can help you deploy the tactics and strategies from my books. You can get them on my website. So I'm Ted Leverette, the original business buyer advocate. Thank you for listening, and be careful out there. You can do better if you contact me and we build or improve your searcher marketing plan. You can learn more about searching by reading my book, How to Prepare Yourself and Find the Right Business to Buy. And my other book helps you achieve worthwhile deals, How to Buy the Right Business the Right Way. You will save time, you will save money, you will achieve better deals if you do what the savviest buyers do. I'm available to help you deploy the tactics and strategies from my books. You can get them on Amazon. So, I'm Ted Leverette, the original business buyer advocate with Partner On Call Network. Thanks for listening.
Hey, you. That's right, you. Have you been looking to buy an exciting and profitable business? Are you tired of searching, but only finding barriers that impede you from owning a wonderful business? Well, have we got some good news for you. You can find and buy the right business the right way. And you don't have to go it alone. For over 30 years, author and transaction advisor Ted Leverette, the original business buyer advocate, has been helping buyers worldwide achieve win-win done deals. Ted Leverette says, you can't buy it if you can't find it. You see, buying a business is all about search. Because if you can't find it, you can't buy it. It's about being best and first. First on the scene with sellers and being the seller's first choice and top of mind for brokers and sellers. And most importantly, avoiding buyer competition. What about having to compete with other buyers? Well, you have to outbid them, which is a good way to pay more than a business is worth. Searchers do better with a winning business buyer marketing plan, and that's where Ted Leverette comes in. He'll help you prepare a winning plan, and then he'll guide your actions so you can find and then buy the right business the right way. But searching is not enough. The reality is too many people buy the wrong business, or they buy the right business, but on the wrong terms. That's why, if you want to buy the right business the right way, it makes sense to have Ted Leverette, the original business buyer advocate, on your advisory team. And one of the best ways to know what the savviest searchers and buyers do is to read Ted Leverette's books, How to Prepare Yourself and Find the Right Business to Buy, and How to Buy the Right Business the Right Way. You can get them at his website, partneroncall.com. Don't chance it. Right now, go to partneroncall.com, get the books, and schedule a free and private telephone conversation with Ted Leverette.